When I was a kid, I never got girls, never.
Really?
My friends didn't know, though. I fooled them, you know. I used to go to drive-in movies alone and do push-ups in the back seat of my car. You know?
Rodney Dangerfield's jokes and material across his half-a-century career proved he was the best in the business.
Even the men's rooms and ladies' rooms are too fancy sometimes. You know, there's signs outside. I mean, some places get nice. They got signs, men, women. You know where you're going. A lot of places get fancy. There's signs like Romeo, Juliet, Anthony, Cleopatra. Today, if you don't know your history, you can end up with a kidney condition, you know?
These are moments that prove no comedian was funnier than Rodney Dangerfield. The commercial joke.
From just watching television?
That's right, the commercials, the public service commercials. They get all kinds of tips how to take care of yourself. You know, they're very, very good, really.
Tips, huh?
I saw one last week, a commercial, a public service commercial was beauty, you know? Yeah, a guy came out, he said, "Hi, my name is Bob. This is my wife, Ann, my daughter, Susie, my son, Bob Jr. Right in front, here's my mom and dad. Now, we've all had VD. Gotta take care of your health.
Gotta take care of your health.
That's the whole thing of health, yes.
Health.
He steps outside the television format entirely and treats a sponsor plug as one more small indignity the universe has decided to hand him, promoting his new movie on The Tonight Show in the funniest way.
Hey, we got a film clip. Right
Hey.
from your picture.
That's right, yeah.
It's called, what is the name of this picture?
Thanks for being so well informed. I know you do a zebra. What else do you do?
Easy Money is called.
Easy Money.
Yeah. You the star of this picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough making a movie, I'll tell you that.
Is it tough?
Should have been called Tough Buck.
Really? You got a lot of money now. Does it make you happier?
Money don't mean nothing, you know
Yeah.
that. You got the same head, but money don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, you're the same guy, you know.
Yeah. You haven't changed then.
Suddenly I'm depressed.
Rather than describing the plot or thanking the studio, he treats even his own career milestone as further proof that nothing ever goes smoothly. The trouble with his wife before their marriage.
Now, I'll tell you the truth, I had trouble with my wife before we got married, you know. We went together for 6 months, then she gave me the air, told me it was all over. I said to her, "What's the matter? Is there somebody else?" She looked at me. She said, "There must be." I'll tell you what, my wife, I never got no respect at all, you know. We were going steady. She told me, "Don't talk about sex until we get married." We got married. She told me, "Now you can talk about it all you want."
Rodney's joke here skips past the usual territory by suggesting the warning signs were present from the beginning, undercutting any idea that things started well. Why Rodney's dog has an easier relationship than he does.
Yes,
I mean, a guy meets a girl, he's not sure if he likes her. A guy takes her out, he'll take her out a few times, spend all kinds of money on it, ask her all kinds of questions, you know. That's where a dog is lucky, you know. A dog is smart. You know, a dog meets another dog, you don't have to go through all that. Comes out with one smell. She's for me. That's it, you know. It's and you know, I love dogs.
You love dogs,
I love dogs.
I didn't know that.
I love dogs.
Yeah?
Dogs are I work with some great dog acts. Great dog acts, Johnny. Great dog acts. I work with Carmine's Canines.
Carmine's
Great act.
Canines.
Great act,
Dangerfield never got respect for anything, but his luck in relationships was so bad, all he wanted was to pick someone up in seconds, as dogs do. The girl named Valerie.
For a couple of days, I always go over there. You meet so many wonderful, wonderful people in Vegas, Johnny. No idea.
Can you tell us about a few of them?
Well, last time I was there, I met a lovely girl. Oh, a lovely girl. Valerie Dubois.
Valerie Dubois.
Oh, a lovely girl. Valerie Dubois. In fact, she told me to call her VD for short.
He didn't, Valerie.
Wonderful people out in Vegas.
Yeah,
Really nice. Oh, Vegas really swings. They got the gambling there, the big
Wild.
hotels and
Yeah.
nightclubs. Oh, there's what big nightclubs they got there.
Yeah.
Something isn't really so different than the places I worked when I broke in. You know, tough places.
You work in the little joints,
Oh,
right?
I work tough place. You know, places like Rosario's Rocket Room. You know.
Rosario's Rocket Room. Tough.
Dominic's Atomic Bar and Grill. Oh, that was another one.
What makes this line iconic is Rodney's comedic ability to turn a name no one would think twice of into a joke that maybe shouldn't have aired with families watching at home. The girl who invited him over.
And this girl was no bargain either. She was fat.
Fat, huh?
How fat? When she wears high heels, she strikes oil, okay? She's fat. Fat, you kidding?
Fat, huh?
Fat.
Big girl.
Well, I met her at the Macy's parade. She was wearing ropes.
Setup and payoff rarely got tighter than this, since an invitation like this one carries an obvious expectation that Rodney's whole career was built on demolishing as fast as possible. Telling Carson about his new house.
Yeah, a nice place up there, Westport. Bought a house up there, Johnny, and it's really nice. Howard's nice, people are nice, you know what I mean? And I got nice neighbors over there, too. And last week I played tennis with my neighbors, Marianne and Biff.
Marianne and Biff?
You ought to come up there, you know me?
Yeah.
Spend a few days, you and I relax. They don't bother you. It's nice. Have a good time. Just you and I alone.
Sure.
Want to bring that along, too?
Sure.
No, but I've been working hard, Johnny, and I'm trying to relax, I go to Las Vegas next week, the resorts here for that. I got an album coming out, a movie coming out. I'm working very hard.
Yeah.
Well, my father, he was a workaholic.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You mentioned work, he got drunk.
I didn't know.
A brand new home becomes a fresh setting for the same old bad luck, filtered through a conversation with Johnny that gives the whole story a looser and more spontaneous feel than his tightly scripted one-liners. The family picture line.
I tell you, when I was a kid, I got no respect at all, They always made me take the family picture, and that way I wouldn't be in it. My old man, he didn't help either, kept taking me to the zoo. He said he was hoping my real parents would claim me. It's the same thing today. I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, Carl Morton stole my traveler's checks. I tell you, I can't take it no more. I find out that when they use my family, make a sequel to Roots, they want to call it Fertilizer.
He turns a framed family photo into evidence of dysfunction, using the wholesome format as the contrast that makes the joke's actual content hit harder than it would against any less sentimental backdrop. Dangerfield's regrets before show business.
And show business, tough business, dog. Guys, these are great acts.
Yeah.
And show you know how tough show business is.
Certainly.
Oh, it's tough show business. Oh, boy. Sometimes I think back of all the women I had to sleep with to get where I got. No, I'm just kidding. I'm no ladies, man. You know that. I was a kid in show business. I never got girls. Never.
Yeah.
Never. I was a kid in show business. I remember my big score was Baltimore, 1949. A chubby waitress with acting. I remember her very well. I got lucky one night, Yeah, girls always give me a hard time. Never got lucky with girls. In fact, just last night, a hooker made me say please.
Origin stories almost never appeared in Dangerfield's act, making a backward glance at pre-comedy regrets feel like a small departure from material audiences had heard him deliver for decades. He frames a path not taken with the same resigned humor applied to everything else, extending the no-respect persona backward past the stage years into the choices that preceded them. The toilet joke.
No, I tell you, those Viagra pills are straw.
Yeah, Viagra straw.
Well, last week, accidentally, I dropped a whole bottle of Viagra pills in my toilet.
Yeah.
Now the lid won't stay down.
Really?
Oh, they're strong. I mean, I got a dog, a cocker spaniel, He swallowed a Viagra pill. Now he's a pointer.
Really?
But, Jay, the big one is to feel good, stay healthy.
Have to feel
the whole
good, that's
big
important.
one. And to keep out of hospitals, they're the worst, A few months ago, I had an experience in the hospital. I was hungry. I yelled, nurse. She came over. She said, yes. I said, I'm hungry. She said, you're being fed right now. If you put your hand behind you, you feel a tube. You're being fed through the tube. I said, no, nice, do me a favor, will you? Tomorrow, bring 2 more tubes, okay? She said, what for? I said, like you and the doctor to have lunch with me.
A bathroom setting gave Rodney an immediately understood premise without a word of explanation required, since the location alone does the preparatory work before he commits to a single sentence about what specifically occurred there. He uses the setting for a quick, blunt punchline rather than an elaborate story, and that directness fits his broader style since he rarely needed sophistication when a simple, recognizable humiliation would get the same laugh. Rodney always meets the wrong people.
I tell you, I meet the wrong people. That's my trouble. Like last week, I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette. I tell you, last week was a rough week for me last week. I saw my kid and the milkman going to a father and son dinner. I don't know. I tell you, my own house, I can't relax. I got no sex life. 10 years ago, my wife put me on hold. What a sex life. With a dog, he's watching me in a bedroom, wants to learn how to beg.
If you had to compress his performing life into a single thesis statement, this bit comes closest, framing bad luck with other people not as isolated incidents, but as a permanent pattern requiring no further justification. The line works simultaneously as new material and as a callback to everything the audience has already heard. And Carson mentioned in interviews that the wrong people observation was the kind of line other comics tried to identify as a constructed joke when it was actually a philosophical position Rodney had arrived at through decades of confirming data. Dangerfield's Blind Dating 101 skit.
Hey, honey, here we are, right on time, huh? Over here.
May I take your wrap?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. May I check your game board?
Oh, thanks. Keep it. It cost me a fortune, you know what I mean? Hey, but take this for yourself, okay? Hey, take this, too, in case you change your mind, all right? Yeah, I'll tell you, for a blind date, I never expected a dish like you know?
Oh, yes, and I'll have to thank Tom for bringing us together. So you say you were a friend of Tom's. How did you meet him?
It was on a blind date.
Playing the expert was never Rodney's lane, which is exactly what makes a structured dating lesson format such a productive choice, since the gap between the instructional authority the format promises and the person handed that authority is the entire joke before a word of content has been delivered. Each supposed lesson becomes another opportunity to reveal how catastrophically his own relevant experience has gone, turning educational content into autobiographical confession. Under cover of professional instruction, the room has already identified as paper thin.
Hey, honey, do me a favor. I got an itch back. Will you scratch my back? Get it over here.
Could we have a table in the back, perhaps behind a post?
Follow me, madame.
Marianne, how have you been?
Better. This is Rodney, a friend of Tom's. We met tonight for the first time, for the last time.
Hey, honey, I love your gown this evening strap, you know? Hey, that was pretty good, you know? What is that? I need some mustard with it, you know?
Carson recalled the skit format surprised his producers, who expected Rodney to resist anything more structured than his usual rapid-fire desk delivery. But he took to the expert framing with genuine enthusiasm because it gave him a new entry point for conclusions his set had been reaching for years through a slightly different route. Everything in his life is going okay.
But everything is okay, Johnny.
Everything's good. You're looking good.
Tropicana's okay there. Everything's going well there. Good show. The girl singer's great with me. Joey English, very good singer
really,
there, too. Yeah. And Dangerfield's okay. David Fry's there. And everything is fine. In fact, right now I'm looking forward to a very exciting new venture.
Huh?
Well, it's not definite yet. She just moved to my building.
I didn't know that.
No, but things are real good. In fact, last week I had an offer to work another hotel in Las Vegas.
Another one?
Yeah, Circus.
Oh.
It was a bad deal, though. I got to bring my own net, you know. But it's always a pleasure to be here. I mean, people are nice, so you treat me right, you know.
Right, sir.
I did another talk show. I got no respect at all. I mean, it was my turn to sit down. They wouldn't move over.
4 words into this bit, and the room already knows where it's heading, since a calm opening claim was always Rodney's favorite trap to set for himself, before the incoming contradicting evidence hit harder than if he'd opened with the complaint directly. The structure of understated false calm followed by rapid unraveling was one of his most dependable comedic shapes, giving him a flexible frame to hang almost any complaint on without needing specific context that would anchor the material to a single recognizable topic.
But drinking's bad, Johnny. I
It's
tell
not
you,
good
it's
for you,
no
not
good.
good.
I got to watch my health. That's what's important, health, Johnny.
Health is everything.
Health. I mean, I'm getting old. I'm not a kid anymore. I know I'm getting old. In Vegas, I played a slot machine. 3 prunes came up. No, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I can't get girls anymore. You kidding?
Tough, huh?
No, at my age, you become a hooky. Now, you get older, it's tough to get girls. Tough, I tell you, John. The best thing to be is bisexual. Then you got a shot at everybody.
Rodney mentioned in a later interview that the "okay" opener was one of the lines he'd tested in more rooms than almost anything else in his act, specifically because the pause between the claim and the audience's recognition of where it was heading had a different duration in every room, and managing that pause correctly was the entire technical challenge. Why Rodney can't play tennis.
Health, I mean, you mentioned before, but tennis. I mean, you got to cut out tennis for a while.
I
But
do,
tennis
yeah.
is very good. When you get back in shape, play tennis. It's very good. I don't play tennis. I can't play tennis.
Why's that?
I'm not the tennis type, you know.
Yeah.
Tennis, you got to be rich and come from Connecticut, you know. Hi, we're taking Dad's car. That's Deuce. You know, I can't.
Doesn't fit you.
Now, but tennis is good. That's how you lose weight. You know, you burn up energy, you lose calories that way. Doctors say all kinds of exercise is great. You burn up energy, you lose calories. I mean, in fact, doctors say when a man makes love to a woman, he burns up energy, he loses 150 calories. I made love to a girl once, I lost even more. I lost 150 calories, my watch, and my wallet.
Precision and control were never reliably available to Dangerfield in any department of his life, so a sport built entirely around both makes for a fittingly rough pairing, and the joke delivers a specific failure on the court rather than a vague complaint about being generally bad at it, since concrete detail was always what made these bits land hardest. The tennis material connects directly to the same cultural territory Caddyshack mined a few years later, with Rodney finding himself in spaces associated with status and membership, and discovering that neither extended to him regardless of his geographical proximity to the facilities. There's something specifically funny about a man in a wrinkled red tie discussing a sport that historically required pristine white attire, and even if the bit never directly addresses that visual contradiction, it's sitting right there underneath the material for anyone who's been looking at Rodney Dangerfield for the preceding portion of the set. Out of each one of these comedy gold moments, which one on this list was your favorite? Drop your pick in the comments and subscribe so you never miss another classic from the man who made being the worst off person in any room the funniest possible place to stand.